Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream. Hopefully your week is getting off to a great start. I'm going to get right back into it here. Now our aging King Athos has to figure out what to do with the succession. So as you can see, Finland is spread out quite a bit. We have most of what later becomes the, historically, the Kingdom of Lithuania. And we also have a bunch of land in Latvia, Estonia, and we have most of southern Finland right here, and Uppland. So now the problem is we have progressed into the early Middle Ages, but we don't have primogeniture. Primogeniture won't be something we discover for quite a while, so now we have to figure out how to develop and split our land up. Now, we only had one son for the longest time, Terho, but he was killed in a siege. Prince Mionmo was actually killed in a battle, so now we have three other sons. Prince Ahvo, and we also have his two younger brothers who were just born, Prince Havu and Prince Ensio, who are from our younger, newer wife, Queen Tuija of Finland. Now, that's an issue, because we didn't have to worry about splitting that up with a bunch of people, but now we do. And one of the tiles that's going to be going away is the Kingdom of Lithuania. Now, obviously, we can't necessarily keep both of these tiles as long as we have succession where we have to split everything up. And Prince Ensio is going to get the Duchy of Uppland and the County of Uppland, which is another really well-developed province here. Now, the problem is we only have a couple of counties within our primary title here, well, which is the Kingdom of Finland, but we have the county of the Duchy of Finland right here. Now, the Duchy of Finland, we only control two of the counties. Three of them are controlled by one of our vassals. We can't really take that away without incurring some kind of wrath. And this is one of our stronger allies, Duke Karl of Pohjanmaa. Now, if we were to take that away, he looks pretty beat up, unfortunately. He looks like he's taken some hits there in some battles. Now, what just happened recently is we increased our crown authority, but then a lot of our vassals did not like that. They rose up in rebellion, and unfortunately were able to reduce that. So, it's not necessarily the Magna Carta, but it hurts. So now we have a couple of people on our council who we didn't really want there to in the first place. Count Balder used a hook. Duke Aimo used another hook. Oh, and actually no, we appointed Duke Aimo. Count Asiko wanted a hook. So these guys we couldn't fire because they used their winnings, so to speak, to get onto the council. Now the thing is we're also in a huge amount of debt. And that was because we had that war to fight. And we also had another war to fight with the Dwordnosiatnu. Oddly enough, even though they were very, very... I mean, they're not that strong, but it took us a while to get that. They were trying to gun for Akel right here. Now, this is one of those we can theoretically get rid of, or give to somebody else. This is actually part of the de jure... Kingdom of Sapmi. So the Duchy of Gualada, we only have one county, and Akel is because it's the holy site, which we wanted to keep. Now the Kingdom of Sweden, as we can see here, is actually Count Balder created the Liberty faction against you. Oh, really? This guy's a problem. He's been causing a lot of issues. So Sweden is actually under some duress here. This is occupied by Chieftain of Hedmark. I don't know who this guy is. Where is Hedmark? Right here. Västergötland. So that's a problem for Sweden. They were part of our house, and now they are not. They're House Yarid. Count Herewald converted culture from Anglo-Saxon to Swedish. Okay. So we have to do quite a bit here to figure out... Okay, so Duke Carlo wants a position. Sambia have fully embraced Finnish traditions. Okay, now we can keep doing that. We need to unify the culture in the area. Most of this is Finnish right now. We have a couple places here. This is Sami, which is okay. They're in the same group. But Swedish is not, and Hälsingland. And we also have a couple territories. We actually have quite a few territories down here, which are Prussian. Actually, all of this is Prussian right here. Let's go ahead and try just changing this, Natangia. And we're trying to increase our control again in the County of Finland. We're trying to convert people in the County of Jatviagi. So these are things that we're trying to do just to kind of get things moving. Now, we still have to worry about gold. We don't have very much of it, and we need a lot more. So we do have a marshal, but we can't. We have a better marshal here, but we can't fire Count Balder. I think, is he our friend? No. Guess we can't demand conversion of, okay, say Duke Budo II of Karelia. He's one of the vassals who rose up against me, so I'm not a huge fan of him. Count Henola Oswiald-san of Sudermanland. Okay, Secrets of Nature. I've received an offer from Tulitar Markonen, a noblewoman from Turku. If the letter is to be believed, she's an experienced herbalist who would be willing to share her knowledge in return for room and board. I'm always eager to learn something new. A rare flower would brighten Tuya's day. Don't have time to muck around with dirt and plants. No, I'm always eager to learn something new. What is the herbalist trait? Plus intrigue and plus learning. Let's do that. This is our most learned king. Hands down. Tulitar and I are spending another late night categorizing plants and brewing potions. I'm paging through one of her worn tomes when I discover a most intriguing recipe. I did not know mere herbs possessed such power. Gain the trait Witch. Let's do that. Diligent student. Delve deeper. So that increases our intrigue and learning. Let's do that. This is what I wish to learn, I say as I hand Tulitar the tome. Will you teach me? She takes a long, hard look at me. Are you truly ready, Athos? Will you devote yourself to Vainamoinen in return for his blessings? There is nothing I desire more. So our family did descend from witches. This is getting us back. So let's try to make our children witches as well. I think, let's see, one more. Convert to witchcraft. Here we go. Now there is a major decision that we can do, which involves creating a coven. The thing is that we need a lot of house members. There's only 3% out of the 60. And our house is kind of big, so this is going to be a little difficult, but it might be fun. Consecrate Bloodline. This is another one. Your level of devotion is 5 or more. Okay, so I want to do this. This looks interesting. By showing sufficient devotion and gathering the favor of the clergy, I can ensure that my dynasty is forever enshrined as a holy bloodline under divine protection. So, Sumanusko's fervor increases by 25. I gain the trait Paragon. And the dynasty Virtanen gets 500 renown. And we are in an organized faith. We need our level of devotion to be up to religious icon or above, which is not what we're at. We actually need quite a bit. And we have 2,500 piety. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second here. And we're back. Okay, so that's that. Now, we have a couple of things here. We can increase our piety per night. Faith creation and reformation cost. Oh, this is fantastic. Minus 50%. Unlock that. Now, I need to go on some pilgrimages. This sucks. I don't know how long it's going to take for us to get out of this. This debt. In order for me to go on pilgrimages, I need to be able to pay for them. Oh, this is a hard opportunity. County of Helgum, go ahead. May your journey be swift and safe. Okay, so... this is rough. We have the ability, if we really, 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 really wanted to try to push for this. Oh, 1938, we could totally do it, but we need money. Wait, who are we at war with? Shionche. Oh, I think our vassals can handle that. Our vassals should be able to handle that. King Julio has lost against Duke Arnold of Wicca. We were allied to that house. this is rough. Okay, let's take a look. Maybe we can increase our taxes here. Now, from assist ruler, let's say patronage. And then we'll increase religious relations. So now we're getting more piety. We might be able to do this. We have to see. This is going to be really close. We need to get out of this ridiculous amount of debt. What is this +5? There's nothing here. Is that generous? Siege of Svietche was lost. I don't even know who this... We don't control this, honestly, so I'm not super invested in holding on to it. Who holds this? Oh, well, Count Patrick. You're... Duke Miko II. You know what? You're a jerk. You're the one... You actually joined those forces. I was really surprised. Oh, no. What happened? Oh, Encio. Oh, he was ill. I remember that. Schwetzia. Okay. Schwetzia. Where are they heading? King Kolik has lost against High Chieftain Stay Kint of Latgalians. The Latgalians conquest of the Count of Vignettes. I don't know who King Kolik is. Oh, is that Estonia? No, it's Sweden. Convert to witchcraft, a new novice. Nice. Afvo. His acceptance. Fantastic. Now, let's continue to... Are they... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Fine. Let's just raise the local army here. We should be able to defeat them handily and then be done with that war. I don't even know. Duke Carlo I died. Oh, no. Slain by an enemy soldier. Oh, that sucks. Okay, let's disband. Ali created the cadet branch Virtanen Kotayoki. Ah, rough. Why can't we disband? Oh my goodness, okay. Why is there another soldier here? Who's this? Is that us? It's kind of... There we go. Oh no. Okay, well... Duke Carlo II. Are his vassals loyal? I kind of want them to be a little disloyal so we can get these counties here. Let's revoke a title. How about Nyland? Oh, he actually doesn't have these. Oh, this is rough. Okay. Can I take one of these guys as claims? Oh no, they're a level below me, so I can't do any of that. Goodness. Okay. Well, let's see. Who else can we convince? He's a drunkard. Oh, goodness. How about Prince Afo? Is he old enough to... No, he's not old enough. How about... Who are my siblings? Prince Päivi. Princess Päivi of Finland. And Sydamanalan. Let's, convert to witchcraft. 5%? Oh, that's not high at all. How about Prince Taisto? That's right. Our brother. Restore inheritance. Ah, it's a natural line of succession. Okay, here's an interesting part, right? So if he becomes... If we have him restored to the inheritance, does he then take place instead of Afvo? No, because he's my brother, and my son will be the one to get it, right? Okay. Oh, it turns out that he's gay. Alright, let's see. How about Prince Kauro? Okay, so Kauro is actually part of the Finnish band of Mesukura. Okay, so he's a mercenary. Interesting. And he has a bunch of kids. Huh. Okay, Prince Taisto. Let's convert to witchcraft. Can we do a couple of schemes? I don't think we can. Princess Tune. No. Okay. County of Akel. Okay. Declare wars, call dynasty members. Felix Dada. Goteyoki. I don't know why this is in italics. Also, Fjembland has the claim on the Chieftain of Karyashoka. Okay, here's the thing. Warland can no longer continue with increased control in county. Okay, let's take a look. Why is that? Satakunta. Let's go back to Satakunta. That will be ours for sure. Hey, the Foxware. I would not have suspected that at all, the Foxware. Alright, so we lost corruption here, which is... I mean, I guess that makes sense. We don't really... We're not building anything in here, so it doesn't really matter. Hamburgers and democracy are good. Okay, let's see. We're not going to get out of debt anytime soon. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this Paragon of Virtue. He's kind of old. I don't know if he's going to be able to get all that piety in time. We need to go on a pilgrimage, but we don't have the money for it. Staring at stars. From all my evenings watching stars I've seen with my own eyes what I've only heard of before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movement. My no ID does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be. The celestial realm is for the elders to know. No. Gain 250 piety, gain earthly focus for 10 years. Monthly piety increased by plus 5%. Okay, so that's not a terrible... Okay, so Insight in the Heavens, what is this? Okay, so it's increasing stewardship and learning. Increasing prestige. What is the... We get 50 learning lifestyle experience. But this one, we have 25, but we gain 250 piety, which is something we really want. We gain earthly focus for 10 years, so that's actually better in terms of piety. This choice may lead down a path of zealousness. That's actually okay. Yeah, let's... You are right. I should focus on earthly matters. So that increases our piety even further because we have earthly focus. So that's a plus 5% buff. And we also got some just from that quest line. Oh, goodness. Okay, they don't have enough people. Let's create a new rally point outside of Turku then. Let's say another one in Ulvila, just in case. I don't know why. That seems odd and inconvenient. Let's put another rally point here in Ulvila. And let's raise an army. Raise the local army. I hate the fact that this petty war is... I mean, but that's the thing, right? That's actually smart on their part. Differences of faith. In the Count of Karanava, they believe in Kabarism and they do not pray to Ukko. No ID time condemns it as heresy, but the people ask for understanding. How they worship is none of my business. What is this? Popular opinion plus 25. They will pray to the gods. It'll be easier to convert faith in the County of Karanava for 30 years. Time gains opinion of you. Okay, so where's Karanava? Karanava is down here. What's religious understanding? So this popular opinion, let's see. How they worship's none of my business. Now we have this. Let's go down here and take care of them once and for all. Your neighbor King Julia has won against Countess Gerberge of the East Riding. If that's Gerberge or Gerberge, don't know. You are in debt. Yes. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, this should be easy. Are they done yet? Enzio Vertanen, isn't that their family member? Convert to witchcraft, a new novice, so Taisto. Nice. Welcome to our communion, brother. Okay, now we can disband these guys. Let's take a look here. Church and State, Realm Priest Opinion plus 50. Radiant, level of devotion impact. Defender of the Faith, Tyranny Gain, same faith opinion. And then Theologian, learning and monthly piety plus 20%. Yeah, that actually works. Let's do that. Church and State. Okay, now we can disband these guys. I think we're going to have to wait for just a minute, though, before we do so. So we can't take any pilgrimages, but we have to figure this out. At least I want to figure this out. Can't we just disband them already? I mean, theoretically speaking, if we just take these guys out, then we won't have to worry about it. Oh, good. We get learning lifestyle. We gained a focused student for 4 years, so increased learning even there. Okay, I think I'm going to call these dynasty members here. Or how about, let's see. Do I have allies? Chieftain Quilamuza. Oh, yes. Polotsk. Yeah, let's call him in. And he'll take care of that real easy. Thanks, Chieftain Kulamuza. Do we have somebody else who we can invite into the faith? Ilmatar, so my granddaughter? Oh, I guess not. How about Prince Kauro? How many family members do we need to make that happen? Probably quite a lot. Embrace celibacy. Oh, okay, this was interesting. So then I don't have any more children where that becomes a problem. Let's hold mystical communion. You're the only one who truly knows. Huh. Learn okay. Gain 300 learning lifestyle experience. You gain divine guidance for 5 years. Martial learning, stress gain, and stress loss. There may be unforeseen side effects. Ugh. Attempt suicide. What the f... These are new things. Okay, embrace celibacy. Yeah, we don't really need any more heirs, and that would actually be a problem. I think, let's take a look at this, the succession line. So now Prince HoI will become the theoretical king of Lithuania, but he doesn't have the title just yet. Prince Ava will become the new king. Let's embrace celibacy then. I didn't know that was a decision. I would have done that before this caused any more problems. Okay. You gain the trait celibate. Cannot have children. Opinion of revelers -10. Opinion of seducer characters -10. And increased piety. Oh, what? When did I... You have the restraint perk. Oh, when did I get that perk? I didn't even know when I got that perk. Wow, this guy's really smart. Learning. Okay, new life begins today. Embrace celibacy. Prince Taisto of Finland joined as agent in your scheme to convert Prince Kauto. Okay, that's right. There we go. This is what it looks like. Okay, that's good. Now... let's see. What do we want to do about creating a new Finno-Ugric faith? Communal identity is good. Chieftain Konobuzo, capture your foe, Count Patrick. Okay, that's easy. Good job, guys. Goodness. Okay. We get 62 gold. Good. Again, 150 prestige, and our allies share 75%. Oh yeah, okay, that's perfect. Now let's take a look here. Let's pause. 1942. So this is without anything. Let's take a look on view of gender. Enables laws male only and male preference succession. Claims of women can only be pressed against other women. Children are incapable rulers. Women do not get implicit claims on their parents' titles. Women cannot be granted titles. Only men can be commanders and champions. Only men and vassals can be appointed as chancellors, stewards, and marshals. But if we have equal... Theocratic, what is this? Temple holdings are released out to their holder's realm priest, who then serves them as a theocratic vassal. Lay clergy, secular rulers directly control their own temple holdings and get all associated benefits. Ah, okay, so this we have to actually kind of play the game. Let's see. Head of faith. How about a spiritual head of faith? Is given to a prominent clergy member. Head of faith can grant claims on land and titles to pious adherents. Head of faith can grant gold to pious adherents. No. Let's see. I like all of this stuff here. How about same-sex relations? Let's say accepted. Let's see. Clerical function, alms and pacification. That's what we already have. Control growth factor. Domain taxes, popular opinion plus 10. No, I don't like that. How about... Yeah, this is what we did last time to make it cheaper to convert. Now we actually want something else a little different. Members of the clergy can serve as commanders and champions. Prowess increased for all the clergy. Domain taxes of the same faith. -3. Levy reinforcement rate of the same faith is plus 30%. That actually would be really helpful. Control growth factor. Say recruitment. Clerical appointment is temporal and revocable. Clerical gender either. Female adultery. Witchcraft accepted. Same-sex relations accepted. Consorts and concubines. Equal view on gender. Yeah, let's do that. Oh no! I just wanted to get the idea. Okay, so that would be 22-23. We could totally do this. And let's say reform Sumanusco. I don't think it will help us though. So, or it won't hold until the next time. So we have to kind of figure that out. We'll just hold on to that, but we know what we want to do. So we have about 2,200. If we can get to that. Sumanusco's fervor increased by 10. Uh-oh. So I don't know if that made it cheaper or more expensive, honestly. I think it might have made it more expensive. Oh no, it held on to these things. Okay, here we go. Yeah, but it did make it more expensive. We actually need to reduce the fervor for Finno-Ugric, or for, what this religion is right now, for Sumanusco. Okay, so now we can arrange a marriage between Ilmatar, who is my granddaughter. Do we have a possible alliance? Riders of Mongol Ulangum. Okay, so the Mongols are going to be a thing now. How about this? Who's this? The Duchy of Lutetia. Duke Vavrashinitz. The Varshinitz. Where is this? Brenna. Okay, so that's over close here. Oh, this is an area we can kind of make some gains in. Here we go. County of Santok. Duchy of Gwaladat. Here we go. Duke Num III. She's already 16, though. Duke Mialiti of Estonia. Brother-in-law and vassal. Oh, that's the Duke of... Okay. Count Bishkop Pskov. County of Pskov. This actually might work. Count Kichai of Varmia. Vassal and champion. That might actually work. We need to have some kind of hook in Prussia here, so... Yes, that works. No Mea Volan. Okay, actually this might also work. How powerful will this alliance be? 639. There, so we don't really have any strong alliances to go into here. Count Dobiersław of Santok. This is, I like the way this guy, what his traits are. But he's kind of, yeah. Who is that one guy I was looking at earlier? I think that would be a good match. This actually might work. Yes, let's do this. Estonia. And they both get the same prestige gain. Yeah, this is good. Okay. The Duke of Estonia. Now we have a few powerful dukes. The most powerful is the Duchy of Pohjanmaa, right here. But who else do we have? We have the Duchy of Estonia, and we have the Duchy of Samogitia, who were rebellious. I don't like that. The Duchy of Prussia here. Who does this belong to? Okay, so Samogitia and Prussia have some overlapping territory here, or kind of messy borders. Karelia is here. Varakid Olovalnina is here. So we have a few duchies that are under our control. Now, in terms of succession, let's take a look again. So Avo's going to get most of it. He's just going to lose the title of the Kingdom of Lithuania. Oh no, he's ill. Send for physician now. Oh. Okay, so we were able to still spend when we were in debt. Time for treatment. Okay. A simple tincture. Yeah, there we go. Okay, a little brighter. Very nice. I didn't know that we didn't have... I thought we had a court physician, but apparently not. Okay, so now we can't go on a pilgrimage. We might be able to reform the religion. It just depends on whether or not... okay. Oh, that's right. Are we still trying to sway? Convert Prince Kauro? Okay, that's right. We need to get everybody and their children. Here's the thing. Mystical communion. I don't know. Dangerous to travel while ill. Oh, actually, we could probably spend while we're in debt. That's probably not a terrible idea. I mean, we were able to just do that right now. And we need that uncooperative guilds for 10 years. Convert to witchcrafts, and there we go. Now, who else in our family? Let's take a look at this. 13%. So we need all the adult house members. Who else is a house member who's alive? Let's take a look. Susi. How about, let's look at age. Duke Carla, is he... Oh, I guess we can't convert... Can we just... I don't know, we have to... I think it's just of our house... So we can't do that for our grandchildren or our nieces and nephews. Prince Taisto, so he's Prince Kauro. Okay, so we can't do that for our grandchildren at least. I don't know how else we spread this then. For some reason, we can't seem to convince them. Okay, well, I guess that... We just have to kind of keep that going. Somehow. Are we trying to increase control here? Okay, Satakunta. Let's try to increase control in Finland. That's the more important county. Power of the Great Epics. No ID Time me often quotes passages from the Great Epics about the holy virtues. I should prove I paid attention by quoting a passage of my own, preferably one which complements her personality. I will memorize and recite a section on courage or fairness. Generous, chaste, and patient. Fairness. Gain 100 piety, you gain 50 learning lifestyle experience, and she gained 30 opinion of me. Fantastic. Spouse, up to the task. Let's see. Marshal Balder, Spymaster Asiko. No ID time because I need some guidance. Here we go. Can we go on a pilgrimage now? Is he ill? Reduced disease symptoms. Glittering opportunity, my lord. Timey shuffles up to me and smiles eagerly. I was approached by Queen Tuia, who in her wisdom suggested an arrangement between the two of us. Since you could use some financial aid, I can use some social assistance. I will repay you, I promise. Let's see. Every courtier gains 20 opinion of Timey. Why don't you donate it to the temple instead? Or you should donate it to the poor. Donate it to the temple instead. Can we go on a pilgrimage? Dangerous to travel while ill. Okay, so I guess we need to wait for that to resolve a little bit more then. I'm trying to figure out who we can convert. Like Duke Budo. Convert to witchcraft. Sure. Oh, but he's not in our house, so it doesn't really matter. But then again... Yeah, see, I don't know why I can try to convert him. Okay, good. He's back to his old self again. Fantastic. Why can't I try to convert him? Oh, because he's Suomanusko, perhaps? Yes, that's it. They have to be Suomanusko for me to be able to convert them. Ah, right. That makes sense. Let's see. Okay, number one, let's go on a pilgrimage. Let's take a look. Where can we go on a pilgrimage? Prepare for the journey. Perm. Very long. That's fine. And we'll take on the debt because we need that piety. Then we can... There we go. Then we can convert the religion. It'll be great. See, I can't try to convert him. Maybe it's because he's a minor. The holiness of the forest. The arrogance of man has led many to believe they were above nature, but they are wrong. The natural world exists in the truest, most purest state of being. As we pass through a simple forest clearing, it strikes me just how serene and quiet it is. No struggle, no strife, just a simple peace enjoyed by the trees and shrubs. Let us spend some time here and contemplate the universe. Let us spend some time here. And we get a new perk. Radiant. Level of piety impact. Now, do we have a church here? It's actually, we have to disable it, or... Huh. Oh, it's because it's not a holy site for us. It's an Asatru site. We can build something here in Akala, which we do have. We have the Howl of Heroes. We are so in debt. Pilgrimage. Bandits! Oh no! I wait to the noise of chaos in camp. It only takes me a few moments to realize what is happening. We are under attack. Bandits are swarming our tents and wagons while our guards do what they can to resist. Ooh, there has to be somewhere around here I can hide. Stop this madness. I will pay whatever you want. I'm already so far in debt anyway. Who cares? Just take the gold. Natangia are now Finnish. Great. Let's take a look here. Where else can we promote the Finnish culture? How about Varmia? No, actually, no. The Arrival. Nice. Finally here, body and soul, at the great temple of Berm. As the shaman offers me blessings, I reflect on everything that had to happen for the gods to bring me here at this moment in time. I have walked the holy path. Gain the trait Pilgrim. Nice. Because your faith has the ancestor worship tenet, you gain in the footsteps of my forebears for 10 years. Nice. And I think we have enough. Do we have enough to reform the religion? Each ruler can only create a reform of faith once. I think we can do this. So we have an equal view on gender. Okay, it's 2375. We actually have the piety for this. This is perfect. Oh, actually, we have a little bit more than that. What is lay clergy? Abolish church holdings. You will gain direct control over your temples, and they will count towards your domain limit. Huh. We have enough for that, so let's do lay clergy. Equal. Righteous. What is this? Pluralist. County conversion speed minus 20%, so it'll be... Reduce danger from heresies when at low fervor. Counties of other faiths are less likely to join factions. Winning a holy war will vassalize infidel rulers in the target area instead of seizing their land. Okay. Huh. Vassalize them instead of seizing the land. That's fine. We actually have enough for that. Okay, and then head of faith. No, we have none. Okay, so main doctrines. So we have a equal view on gender, lay clergy. Secular rulers directly control their own temple holdings and get all associated benefits. So we have a pluralist religious attitude. So adherents of other faiths will have opinion penalties of 50% instead of 100%. County conversion speed, so it's going to be a little bit slower. 20% slower. Counties of other faiths are less likely to join factions, so this is a problem that we've been encountering. So this will be kind of a good boon here. Reduce danger from heresies when at low fervor. Winning a holy war will vassalize infidel rulers, so that's fine. Equal view on gender. So this is both men and women can be commanders and knights, which is going to be a nice kind of thing. Here we go. Divorce is always allowed. Qualifies for concubines. Legitimization of bastards. Cousin marriage is fine. Same-sex relations are accepted. Male adultery, kinslaying is close kin is criminal. Female adultery accepted. Witchcraft accepted. Deviancy shunned. And we have clerical function would be recruitment, so that means all clergy will have increased prowess, reduced domain taxes in the same faith, and levy reinforcement rate of 30%. So that's a lot faster. Clerical gender can be either. Clerical appointment can be temporal or revocable. Temporal and revocable. So rulers appoint their own realm priest or court chaplain, which is something I want. The realm priest or court chaplain can be fired and replaced by a new appointee. Perfect. Clerical marriage allowed. And that works. Okay, let's save this here. I really like the way this is shaping up. We can go ahead and we can create this faith here. 2675, right? Perfect. Let's save. So we'll call this Reformed Sumunusco. I like all these other things. So, Sanctity of Nature, attrition taken in jungle, forest, and taiga is lower. We have an advantage jungle and forest taiga. Building opinion construction gold cost plus 10%. Popular opinion plus 5. Actually, let's take a look at these. We haven't taken a look at all of these. These are different. This would take a lot. Asceticism. Adaptive. County conversion resistance. Plus 30%. Let's see what else. Communion. Eastern syncretism. Eastern faiths are considered only hostile. As opposed to evil. Okay, that's right. Esotericism. Children with a learning education focus may gain the wise man trait if they do well at their studies. Makes the following traits virtues. Wise man, mystic, miracle worker. With the following effects. Oh. Gnosticism. That's a lot. Human sacrifice. Goodness. Legalism. Mendicant preachers. So here's the thing. We can do these later, right? We can do all of that stuff later. Right now, communal identity. Conversion speeds faster. Promote kosher speed in the counties of my faith faster. So in some ways we want to convert first to religion and then convert the counties at culture. Sanctity of nature, ancestor worship, prestige level of splendor for newborns 100%. Prestige from level of splendor when getting married 100%. Maximum long grain opinion bonus plus 50%. Characters of this faith gain an additional bonus upon the successful completion of a pilgrimage. So this is good. I like all these things right here. Can we make another holy site? No, we just have some by default. Finno-Ugric faith. Yep, let's go ahead and change this. It'll be just a minute here. All right, so let's choose the name. We'll keep it simple. So we'll call it Reformed. Reformed Suo Minusco. So Suo Minuskian. Let's just say Suo Minusco. Reformed Suo Minusco. Single follower Suo Minusco. Reformed. Many followers, Reformed, Suo Minusco. And we're not going to have a description here. A faith icon. I kind of just like having the... Okay, we can have a horse. Or a tree. Here we go, we'll have a tree. Oh, I like having the reindeer, though. Let's actually not. Do we have to? I guess we can't keep the same one because it's already reformed here. Okay, and I think we'll just keep our old icon, right? I think that's what will happen. Who will not convert? Count Baldur Thorfinnsson of Aland and Count Lori of Grobin, because they already are, they kind of suck already. Let's see. Abolish church holdings. You will gain direct control of your temples, and they will count towards your domain limit. Okay, so that makes sense. Let's go back here. Organize Finno-Ugric faith. Yeah, we'll have Reformed Suo Minusco. Do we want a tree? It'll make it easier. That's kind of cool. Let's select that as a faith icon right there. That's neat. Oh, can we change the sins and virtues? I think these are just kind of... Unless you pick something else to change that, that's just going to be part of it. Okay, yeah, this works. Okay, a quick summary. Now we've changed our view on gender to equal. We've changed our clerical tradition to lay clergy, and a religious attitude to pluralist. So these are big things that we're changing here. Everything else from marriage doctrines is staying the same. Crime doctrines, we're accepting same-sex relations here. And we're also changing our clergy doctrine from alms to recruitment. And our old faith will consider us astray, but we have 15 out of 17 vassals who will convert. And we'll have the Reformed Sumanusco religion. Here we go. Create faith. The beliefs of Reformed Sumanusco can never be changed once it has been created. So again, this is what happened when we wanted to create an organized religion just to reform it. So we just changed the one thing, which is almsgiving. Very, very minor change to become Sumanusco. And then there was Old Sumanusco. So now we're going to create Reformed Sumanusco. So if somebody wants to reform that later on, these are the beliefs they're going to be reforming from, which is Reformed Sumanusco. And if they wanted to change some of those things, they'd have to create a whole new religion. But as you can see, we have a lot of things. If we have a very learned leader with a lot of boosts in theology and in his court, it's very easy and a lot cheaper to do. When we first did this, I think it cost us about 4,100 piety. We have only gone on one pilgrimage, as opposed to the other leader who first reformed it. He went on like 3 or 4. But and that still cost way more than this, but because of the learning, because of the other benefits in this character, he has a unique position here to kind of be able to create this at such a low cost. So we're going to go ahead and do this. But if we want to reform it in the future, say, for example, if we want to change some of the tenets, then that's going to cost a little bit more. And who knows when we'll have another uniquely talented ruler again to be able to do that at this cost. So here we go with Reformed Sumanusco. There we go. Your granddaughter Ilmatar Virtanen is my new heir. Oh, because we have an equal doctrine now. Aha! Okay, so now we are red. Old Sumanusco was yellow. And then there's Sumanusco. So Old Sumanusco is the earliest. Sumanusco, and then now we have Reformed Sumanusco, which is this red area here. I didn't like that color. I want to be able to change that color. Oh. Does it have to be red? Maybe because we picked the tree? Okay, I'm going to see if we just don't change the icon, if it'll be another shade of red. See, I like the shade of blue here. Is that red or orange? I'd call that red. Maybe reddish orange. Orange, maybe? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and reload that, see if that can change anything. So I'll be right back. And this is so petty, it's just the one thing, but I kind of want to see if I can, number one, keep the same icon, because I really like the reindeer icon, and then just see if the color changed to a different color. I didn't realize that Ilmatar would then be my heir, so that's interesting because now we can have daughters inherit the throne, right? Because it's an equal view on gender here. So let's take another crack at this. I'm pretty sure everything was saved right to the point where we wanted to. No, we have to kind of... Okay, so equal, pluralist, lay clergy, accepted, and recruitment. So let's just take this, copy and paste. Oh, must create a new icon. Okay. Well, how about this guy? How about a horse? How about a horse? That seems more nature-y. Reindeer to horses? I don't know. Is it just a random color? Let's see if the horse changes color. Or how about this? We have the Viking longship, but we're not really longship people. How about this? That seems naturey. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, no, it's just orange. Maybe that's just the next color you progress to, I guess. So, we're going to go back. I don't like this icon for it. I don't know if I can change that again. I just want to go back to the reindeer. It won't let me have the tree. We're going to go back and reload. This stuff is going to be edited out in the YouTube video. So the thing is, we're going to go back. We've had a couple of issues with some of this stuff. It's just completely cosmetic. I didn't like the color that the religion changed to. I don't. Yeah. So, but you know what? We're gonna keep evolving this religion as time goes on. So that will probably change as well. Okay. So just to make sure, 2675. That was the whole thing. Choosing a name. Reformed. Suamenusko. And we're going to pick that tree. And we'll create that faith. So just to cap equal view on gender, lay clergy, pluralist attitudes, same-sex relations are accepted, clerical function for recruitment. Can I evolve it to Scientology? I don't know. Eventually you can. I'm sure you can do any kind of mismatch of whatever the tenets you want, though I think some of those are not quite included in the default description for some of the options that you have. But let's create the faith of Reform Sumenusko. Ta-da! Okay, so granddaughter Ilmatar Virtanen is my new heir. I don't know why my granddaughter is my new heir. See, that's the thing I don't quite understand. Why is my new heir my granddaughter and not my son? This I don't get. Demand conversion. There we go. Oh, we don't need to use a hook. Let's just have her convert. Okay, I don't get it. Let's take a look here. What happened with the succession? That I don't get. I didn't expect that to happen at all. We didn't change the succession law, so why is she... Oh! Because, okay, let's take a look here. She is the eldest daughter of my first son. Right? No, that's not it. Okay. What? Okay, let's take a look. So her parents... Prince Miemo. Okay. So, this is how it went down. So, Prince Terho did not have any heirs. So, it goes to the second eldest brother, who was Prince Miemo, who was killed in battle. But he did have a daughter. So, Ilmatar, because we changed our succession law to make things equal, she then becomes the next in line. Not my own son, because it goes my son and all of their children in descending order. And then the third eldest. Aha. Ilmatar is not married to a girl. Ilmatar is married, she's betrothed to Duke Mielite of Estonia, my brother-in-law and vassal. Oddly enough, they are not going to be inbred, even though it's a brother-in-law, that's just by blood. So she needs to get cracking, but she can't have children. I didn't think about marrying her to somebody who was close to her in age because I thought, okay, whatever. She's not in line for the throne. So that's going to be interesting. All right. So a couple of things have changed here.
The reformed Sumanusko schism. The Sumanusko elders have lost their way and can no longer be trusted to guide us. To remedy this, I've gathered a select group of shamans together to discuss the nature of our faith. These reformed Sumanusko shamans are encouraging cooperation and tolerance even towards non-believers, and have requested the aid of the spirits to help guide the faithful through these turbulent times. The burgeoning movement has decided not to instate a religious head, preferring instead to let each shaman determine what teachings are appropriate for their own temple. The world will see that Ukko favors us. Alright. So she conformed to her, and now convert to witchcraft. There we go. Start the scheme. Trying to get everybody in our family to convert to witchcraft. Pilgrimage, the return. It is good to be home. I thought he was home already. Okay, so there we go. We achieved a really cool goal. Very progressive. Uh-oh, what is this? Oh, that's the Duchy of Estonia. I was kind of wondering, like, what is this? Wait. Is that... No, that's ours. I thought the Duchy of Estonia... Independence faction. Who is this? Who is part of the Independence faction? Who are in these factions? Okay, here we go. Liberty faction would be this guy who's been an issue. Prussian Kaiserite populists. And Prussian Tengri populists. But we now have a pluralistic religion, so that shouldn't be as big of a deal. I should have been paying more attention to my granddaughter. Well, I didn't know I was planning on doing that. But alright, so she needs kids. Can she take a paragon? She probably can when she gets married. Yeah, I think she could probably have a paragon. Okay, what does this look like now? Our succession is going to look different as well, because now we have more people who are available for succession. So that is the other issue. So Prince Avo is still going to get the title of King of Lithuania, and Prince Havu is going to now become the Duke of Uppland, unless we disinherit him, and then Prince Avo is going to be able to get that title. This is rough, but hopefully they all like each other. Your neighbor Duchess Grasus has lost against your vassal Duke Miko in the holy war for the County of Grodno. Okay, so Grodno is probably ours now, if I'm not mistaken. By proxy, yes. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the thing. I was kind of wondering, what is the point of having all these vassals? It's a lot more difficult to control really powerful vassals. But they do their own wars, which you can get dragged into sometimes. But they also take care of that, where they expand your territory without you having to actually lift a finger because they're doing it on their own. So, for example, all this is ours now, and we haven't actually declared war on any of these people in a while. Like, we haven't fought anything down here, personally. But they control most of it, which is great. And so now Estonia, I think we control most of the territory. We can't usurp the title, we just don't have enough money. Your neighbor King Kuti won against your other neighbor King Gastila in the Sami conquest of the Duchy of Jämtland. Okay. King Gastil of Estonia. Okay, so anything that reduces Estonia's power is good, because we want to be able to usurp that title. We could probably usurp it and just go further into debt, but I don't think that's a great idea. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know if we're going to get out of debt at this point. Nice. Okay, who else can we convert? Quintuia. Her sibling is Duke Karl of Pohjanmaa, who is reformed Sumanusko. Oh, okay, I think we can actually reform him too. But is he of our house? Brother-in-law. He's not of our direct house. So I think we need to do just the Virtanen house. Let's take a look here. Who else is in House Virtanen who is not a witch yet? Okay, now we need to organize by Reformed Sumanusko. The court chaplain Kukka often quotes passages from the great epics about the holy virtues. Oh, that's right, we got rid of the other chaplain, right? Because she was a different faith. What is her... She's lustful, stubborn, and lazy. Let's say courage.
court chaplain Kuka is pleased. Looks like King Kolik has lost against High Chieftain Amot of Dwart Nosiatnu. So, okay, so the Sami are expanding into this land, which we can use against them. Okay, so we have Count Yalo Pialin and Duke Carla II. Okay, can we convert him to witchcraft? Okay, let's... Members of the Virtanen dynasty. Here's the thing. They're part of our dynasty now. Are they part of our house? So Prince Avo is already part of our house. Toivo, I don't think we can convert yet because he's too young. Me, Prince Havu, Ilmatar, Messi. I think that's 12 of 390 characters. So that's members of the Virtanen dynasty. Can we look by house? Okay, let's take a look here. Ruler, religion, culture. Virtanen. House. Here we go. There we go. That's how we do this. So much easier. Okay, so Prince Havu Ilmatar. Havu is... we can't convert him to witchcraft yet. He's not of age. But everybody else can. And we can, and we've already done that. Now, who else is not reformed yet? Okay, so here we go. So here's all of our house members who are not reformed. And if they're not reformed, I don't think we can try to convert them. So, for example, No ID Taknek Choklema. Yeah, we can't, because she's not part of the same religion. So, number one, we need to get everybody who's part of our dynasty into, at least most of the people that we have control over, into becoming reformed from Minusko. And then from there, convert them. Alright. So what is the progress on that anyway? 20%. Okay, so we're kind of... We're chugging along there. I don't even know what the benefit of that would be, honestly. I'm not even sure if it'd be worth it. But it's kind of a fun quest to engage on anyway. So we do have a lot of prestige. We could probably change the succession law if we really, really wanted to. I'm not sure if it's worth it, though. Here we go. So we have... Oh, coveted literature. My Lord Court Chaplain Kuka approaches me with urgency. A local merchant has a copy of the compendious book on calculation by completion and balancing, but refuses to sell it to me. If you would make him see the error of his way, I would be in your debt. Let's see. This book sounds interesting. I'll make sure the book gets to you. This sounds like a you problem. No, this book sounds interesting, so we lose 50 gold, gain 50 learning lifestyle experience, increase by learning by 1. There we go. So, we don't actually need to focus on piety anymore. We're not going to try to do any of this stuff. We have quite a bit. So if we do the feudal elective, here's the thing. We have to make sure that all the most powerful vassals are related to us. Right? Because they can elect somebody else. Or at least we have the kingdom. Technically, the king should be the most powerful, right? So if things go to plan, which of course they might not, as long as we have the kingdom, or we have the title, and we're the most powerful, they can choose us. But if we have a bunch of vassals who do not like the king, or the current monarch, the queen, they can choose from among themselves. So that's going to be tough. Saxon elective, Vita Nagamot. The ruler and all direct de jure vassals can, of 1 or 2 ranks below the title, can nominate an heir from the most powerful vassal amongst them, the ruler's legitimate children, and any other valid claimant. So this opens it up even further. Okay, Defender of the Faith. We don't really need that. Let's say open-minded here. Theologian. We don't really need that anymore, so let's say open-minded here. Okay, so the Scandinavian elective kind of sounds like a good idea. The only problem is the total domain development. So if our domains are split up and they go from place to place, we can't really make sure the elector's total domain development. So let's see, does that count their vassals? I think that's just direct, right? So if we take a look here, the Duchy of Pohjanmaa controls Pietarsaari, which is 10, Oulu, which is 9, and then what else? Kalevan, which is 10, and what is their other? And Visby, which is 5. So they would be the most powerful, or one of the more powerful ones. Now the Duchy of Karelia has 2 direct holdings. The Varakid Olavalnina Duchy has 1. But then we have our more powerful vassals down here. For example, the Duchy of Samogitia, they control 3. I don't know. And then we also have the Duchy of Prussia, which controls 4. And they have a lot of development here. Twangsta is 10, Pokarvis is 10, Lechberg is 9, Truso is 11. So that would outrank them. So that would be the most powerful elector. Now, I don't know who they would choose. Don't forget bathrooms for trans people. Fun fact, Finland was the first country to allow women to vote. Ah, yes, I do remember. I think I remember hearing about that. Or wait, was that? No. Is that based on the game or is that based on history? I think it might be based on the game. I don't know. I think there are some countries that were interestingly, they were some of the later adopters of women voting. I think Switzerland was one that was like really late. I think it might have been like 1960 something. I could be totally wrong there. I could be misremembering something completely. Oh, okay, based on history. Cool, cool. And their prime minister is the youngest in their history right now. The youngest female prime minister, I think. She's like 32, 33? Or she's the youngest living prime minister right now. 1906, wow. Good for them. So if we make this an elective monarchy, they can try to elect somebody from Duke Varman Pass. Now, here's the thing. Who has claims on this title? If we take a look at the Kingdom of Finland, there are 5 claimants right now. So we have Dokya of Palniki. Why would they choose him? They could choose an outsider, though. So Princess Päivi of Finland, Prince Miemo, who obviously can't press the claim, Prince Avo, and Prince Havu. But our granddaughter does not. So this is the funny thing. If we made it an elective, those are the people they'd choose from who have a claim on this title. Ilmatar does not have a claim on the title. But she's very learned, and I like that. So I kind of want her to be the heir. Now, obviously, it makes for a more interesting game if you want to kind of just roll the dice and see who gets elected. But I think the thing is that if we do the Scandinavian elective, the direct vassal opinion is +5. So this is something, as our realm gets bigger, that's going to be important, because we can't possibly micromanage every single relationship we have with every single vassal. That's going to be difficult. The ruler and all direct de jure vassals of 1 or 2 ranks below the title. So 2 ranks below the title of king would be everybody in my kingdom electing the heir from among themselves and the close family. That sounds like even worse. That sounds like the worst thing. Saxon elective. So they can nominate an heir for the most powerful vassal amongst them. So that's going to be, for example, that we just looked at, that would be the Duchy of Prussia and the Duchy of Pohjanmaa. The ruler's legitimate children, so the children that I have right now, Prince Ahvo, but not my granddaughter, and any other valid claimant. So that's also very, very difficult, because everybody can nominate anybody, and that might not be in my dynasty. So I would be somebody else's... I would see somebody else as my liege. Don't want that either. So Scandinavian elective seems like a little bit better of a choice here. Nominate an heir amongst the ruler's extended family and any available claimants. So that would be everybody else in my family that would be married somewhere else. So that would be, it could be a different king. So that's the other thing that theoretically could be helpful. If we had a family member, say, who was the king of Sweden, and everybody decided, hey, this guy should be the next in line, then we would play as that person, I'm assuming. Because that person would also be in our dynasty by default. In this example, if we had a dynasty member So House Virtanen, which we've had in the past in this game, if we had somebody from the House Virtanen who was the king of Sweden and had a claim on the throne of the King of Finland, they could be elected. And then we would actually have control of both Finland and Sweden, the kingdoms in that case. So, voting power in the succession law is influenced by the elector's total domain development and capital popular opinion. So that's what we were looking at. It's not necessarily how many domains you have, it's how developed those domains are. And capital popular opinion. So you need to make sure that the people who are under your rule like you, and that your domains are well developed. If you have a bunch of domains that are underdeveloped and you have a bunch of those people in those domains who don't like you, your voting power is going to be less. But it increases, it increases direct vassal opinion by 5. This could really be interesting. Extended family, so nephews, nieces, and anybody who is an claimant. Does that include granddaughter? I think that's immediate family. So in this weird situation here, the extended family would exclude my the claimants. So my granddaughter does not have a claim on the throne of Finland, so she would be knocked out again of the succession law. But then other members of my extended family could theoretically get the claim here, and anybody who has a claim, like, for example, Princess Päivi, would theoretically be in the running because she has a press claim. And then we have Prince Avo and Havu who have implicit claims. So this might be something we want to consider if we don't have any children. So for some reason my granddaughter doesn't have any children, then this is something we want to consider, because that way we'd still have the option of maybe getting elected into the position of the king or queen. So tanistry elective, the ruler and all vassals of 1 to 2 ranks below the title, so everybody, can nominate an heir, the Tanist, from among the members of the ruler's dynasty. So this is even further. This is actually what I was talking about with the Kingdom of Sweden, right? They were part of our dynasty, not necessarily just extended family, because that's only cousins, uncles, aunts, nephews, and nieces. So this other person was part of our dynasty. They were part of the Virtanen dynasty. Vassals will tend to favor older, distant relatives over close families. So they'd rather, so you don't have to worry about sons, daughters, and whatnot being elected, but you can elect somebody super far away, totally random-ish, and then they could become the ruler. So we are not going to do any of this right now. We have an interesting setup already, and we don't need to press that. I do like the fact that our granddaughter is going to have a claim to this, Ilmatar. She'd be the first queen of our reign.